morning, everyone. Isn't it a beautiful, beautiful morning? I just love being out here. No wind today, so I left the mic off. I still think it makes my voice sound funny. But we got such a beautiful morning. Everything's doing well outside. The rhubarb is looking a little windblown here. The chives are just amazing. Oh, and everything I've got outside is doing very, very well. It's just doing well. I'm going to, yeah, I think I'll reposition those. I'm going to reposition my baskets to put the honey nut in the center bed. It can compete with the carrots. The roses are blooming. Oh, the bushes are going to just be bursting. I wish you could smell that. Honestly, they are so, it's just amazing. So, first things this morning before I get out busy in the yard, I still need to get my protein shake made for my lunch, and I've got some meats in the kitchen that I need to get sliced up and put into the freezer so I can just have my single serving, pop it out. Oh my, this rose bed has just recovered so well. Oh, I've got to show you this. You're not going to believe this. Remember a few weeks ago when I weeded this little rose bed, it looked like, well, it didn't look like there was hardly any plants in it at all. I mean, really, the voles had taken out so much that you just didn't see much. Maybe a few tiny things here and there. But you gotta see what it looks like now. Would you look at that? It is just full of canes. They are just everywhere. It looks almost as full as it would have looked had the voles not taken everything out. And I got this one. You can see the hint of the white petals now. It's going to be bursting really soon. Busting open. And we are going to have some white blossoms. Not a lot this year, but we are having white blossoms. And we're going to have our pink ones too. They're getting ready to, look at that. The pinks are getting ready to bloom too. And they're just looking amazing. And they're so big this year. They are taller than they've ever been. They don't usually get this tall. But yes, the roses have just recovered fantastically. And I'm just looking at here, and I've got a full rose bed. And I've got more canes coming up. Look at that. More canes are coming up all the time. There's some new ones that have just sprouted. So it's filling in so well, so abundantly. I think all these ones on the outsides that I do need to dig up, I'm just going to pot them up. I know people who would love to have roses. You know, love to have some of these. So, yeah, it's just doing so well. So we will be back out in a little bit. I got to go inside now and get some stuff done in the kitchen. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. These are frozen roast, and I'm just simply going to slice them up. This is a pork roast and this is a beef roast, and I just slice them up because I'm only one person. I only a little bit at a time. I like it to last a week or more. So I slice them up, I freeze them, and then I put them in baggies. And so I have my meats in the freezer. Like here's some slices from my last roast. This is a pork chop I did buy because I ran out of meat. And they were on sale when I went. But yeah, this is what I get from the Bishop Storehouse. I slice them up, and it usually is enough to get me through a week, maybe 2 weeks. And so I'm going to get that done now, and we will be back when everything is ready to go in the freezer. Okay, I've got my meats all sliced up. Got the beef down here. My pork is up here, getting it frozen. When it's done, I'll put it in freezer bags. Got my protein shake. It's Keto Chow's guava grapefruit. I realized I haven't had one in a while, so I thought, you know, it's in here chilling, so it will be cold by the time it, you know, I'm not going to be going to work for another hour and 45 minutes. That's plenty of time to get it nicely chilled. Normally I make my shakes the night before and put them in the fridge so they chill. I just didn't do it last night. I was tired. So yeah, that's what we got, all those chores done. Now let's go outside. Before I go outside, I thought I'd better check and on my baby pumpkins. I think they're almost ready, that I can take them out, put them in the mini greenhouse so they can start getting used to nighttime temperatures. I think I'll do that probably this evening while it's still warm, and make sure they're watered really, really well and nice and perky. But I think they're getting ready to start getting them acclimated to being outside, because I would like to get them planted this weekend. And they need to know what it's like being big plants outside in the great outdoors. But some of them are getting super tall and leggy. Yeah, they really, really do need to go outside. It's gotten a little breezy and windy out there, which means I'm going to have to put on my mic. It wasn't like that earlier when I was out. But look at that, the winds have picked up. But I'm going to take these outside. I will get my mic on so you can hear me while I'm outside. And I think these guys are ready to go out. So they need to be outside. I'm going to water them really good first, make sure they got plenty of water in the tray. And I will be back in a minute. All right, everyone. We got the pumpkins in here. I watered them very well. We still got seeds that are just barely starting to pop out and break ground. But you know what? I think they'll do okay coming up in... That's from a different one. Coming up here, they'll finish. But I've got some that are just getting so tall and leggy. You can see how skinny those stems are. So yeah, their skinny stems are not good, especially in the pumpkin patch, because that just means your plants are actually going to get wind whipped really bad. And I haven't yet found a way to put just grow cloth across the top of each tire and hold it on very well. I would have to have something custom made with an elastic around it that can just wrap around each tire. Unfortunately, they don't seem to make those kind of custom made things. Anyways, I need to get out here and do some weed control. And first, I was going to do that last night, wasn't I? I was going to transplant. I was going to do weeds, but I got busy after work helping my mom get her gardening done. And so by the time I got home, and then I made dinner, and then a channel I moderate for started up their live stream, and it didn't get done till well after sunset. But you know, and when you're a moderator for a channel for their live streams, you got to be there. And I think we have watered this tree long enough. How about we water this tree? There. I forgot I even put that on yesterday morning. 24 hours of water. We should have big, fat, plump peaches. These peaches aren't quite as big, but I have a feeling this one, even though it doesn't actually say when it ripens. Sometimes they will. They'll tell you when they ripen. Let's see, medium size, red, yellow fruit in summer. It doesn't actually say, but I bet it ripens in August. So this is one they'll be ready to pick in August. Whereas these ones, mid to late September is when they ripen. And I do need to thin some of these out. I mean, look at that. See how close those are together? That means I'm going to have one big peach and one little peach. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop off these little ones here. There we go. Little ones don't have any chance, but I need to go through and thin out all the peaches. You basically do not want too many peaches too close together, because otherwise, and like this one's literally in a crook of a branch. This little one, it's coming off too. And this one's too tiny. And you know, it's just like I've got 3 right here. And if I want a big peach, I need to pop off 2 of them. 2 of those got to go, so the energy goes to the 3rd. They're just too close together. So yeah, I do need to go out. It was very abundant with flowers this year, and I need to thin out my peaches. Just like I showed you. Eventually, what you really want is about 1 peach about every 3 inches. 3 to 4 inches, you want 1 peach, you get bigger peaches. I mean, I could let this whole tree go, and I might not even get it all thinned out. I'm going to lose fruit anyways throughout the summer as it gets bigger. The windstorms will just basically cause it to oh god, that tree is doing amazing though. It's doing amazing. I do got a few little bug issues here and there. You can see I'm gonna need to get something to spray my trees with, but that one is doing great. So I am going to have to prune it down, probably. I don't know if I should do it early spring or late fall. I'm not really good on peaches. Apple trees, yeah, I can prune an apple tree. It's a lot of work, and sometimes I ask for help because it is a lot of work, but I've never been too certain about when to prune. But I do need to prune down the top growth and shorten up some of these branches, because peaches get heavy and they can literally split your tree apart, you know, if the branches are too weak and not sturdy enough. And if the branches get too long, they don't maintain a good sturdy. Another reason, thin your peaches out so you don't end up with breakage. But this tree is doing really great. It's gotten huge. It's much bigger than my Alberta. Of course, I pruned my Alberta a few times, but even the trunk size is larger than the Alberta. And they're both semi-dwarf varieties. This one's going to need to be a little thinning too. As you can see, some of these are just all way too close together. But yeah, they're doing good. I'll have to give this one a good drink of water too. It needs good watering. Anyways, and might need to do a little bug spraying. Yeah, we've got some sap oozing there, so I do need to do some insecticidal soap up and down the trunk really good, because that sap is caused by probably peach borer beetles, which just get under and they'll kill your tree. So anyways, I'm gonna go and get my little hand shovel and transplant these sunflowers, and I will be back in a bit and we'll get some stuff done. Maybe I'll just get my 2-gallon water pitcher, and after I transplant them, I'll just water them really good. They'll be sad and droopy for a few days, but they'll pick up and do better. But you do not belong here. This is not the place for you, little sunflower. We need to put you over by the fence. Okay, I went through, I dug up all the sunflowers I could find in the pumpkin patch, and I've got them planted in various spots. That's a big one there. I'm hoping that they will do okay. I'll have to get them watered, but first I need to kind of take care of this weed situation we got going on in here. Let me get the tripod extended. Hopefully the wind does not blow over the phone. But you can see how green it's getting. That's all weeds. It's all this grass. I think they call it goosegrass or something. But it gets these really, I don't know, long seed heads that have like Velcro little seeds on you and they stick to you. Anyways, I'm going to, try and use this cultivating tool. You notice I got it last year after I broke my wrist, but I actually couldn't use it one-handed very well. So this year we're going to see what we can do. I'm going to try to stick this where the wind isn't blowing so strong, and hopefully you can watch me and you won't get blown over. So let's go and see how well this tool actually does. Yeah, I wish I could get you up close. But I need 2 hands to use this. So let's see how well this does. Okay, I'm gonna start. This is kind of like a stirrup hoe, but it also has this cultivator tool on it. And I'm just gonna go backwards so I'm not making tracks and see how well it does. It seems the stirrup hoe part of it is doing good. Or my mom always called it a hula hoe. My mom always called it a hula hoe. That's where she grew up in California. That's what they call them, those hula hoes. And yeah, well, we'll just see how well it works. I know my stirrup hoe works really good. That's what I would do, but I thought I'd try this with the cultivator tool on it, especially while the ground in the pumpkin patch is pretty soft. Probably would be best just to go through between all the tires with a tiller, a smaller tiller. But let's see what we can do about all these weeds we got now that I've cleared out the pumpkin starts. I may get more pumpkin starts too, you know, when you disturb and get the ground up. But mostly I'd like to stay on top of this grass so it doesn't go to seed this year. At least not quite so much. I never used to have this stickery grass before, but one year my mom, her neighbors brought her a large load of leaves, raked off their lawns, you know. For her garden, she always liked to have leaves to mulch her garden. She had an excess amount, so she offered a few bags to me, and ever since then I've had this stickery grass in my garden. So it was obviously loaded with seeds from that grass. And yeah, I'm also getting a lost sapling honey locust trees in here. But hopefully this weekend, after this little cold front that's been blowing through this week goes away and the wind stopped blowing, and I can get my pumpkin starts outside, and hopefully eventually the pumpkin starts will take off. They'll grow big, and then you don't usually, that's when I'm going to have to actually start putting the lawn clippings down in here. Because the lawn clippings will not only add nutrients to the soil, but it also mulches and keeps the weeds down. I don't have nearly as much weed problems when I got lawn clippings put down. Hopefully we're doing okay here. I'm going to have to put the link to this tool. It looks like it's doing great. Find the link to this tool again. I did have it in last year's video, but I don't know where it is. So I'll have to find the link to this tool and get it in the description down below. So if anybody would like to purchase one, they can purchase one. This seems to be doing really, really good here. It just takes two hands to do it, which is why I couldn't do it last year after I broke my wrist, which was literally 1 year ago yesterday. I broke my wrist last year on June 3rd. And yeah, yesterday was June 3rd. So you'll be watching this on the 5th, but June 3rd, that's when I broke my wrist. Well, it seems to be doing okay. This thing goes back and forth. Might even be able to stay on top of the grass trying to come back up. Let's go around. Well, that looks pretty good. Let's get around here, this spot. No, hope you guys can't hear it. Am wearing the mic. Got it down on under my shirt. But yeah, I think this thing's gonna work pretty good. Do need to go through the whole garden, but I'll show you here in a second exactly what we got done. I think it just takes a little bit of practice to get used to this. Still got a lot to do, but I'll come and show you what we got done here. Oh, stay put. And the wind blew you over, so you didn't see a darn thing what I did. Darn it. Should have had you tip back. Yeah, well, this is what we got done. This is all the, what the ground looks like now. You can see all the weeds are basically pulled up. They're just sitting on the surface now. They will just die there. And I think it did a pretty good job through this area. I do need to get it done through the rest of the area. But yeah, I think that does a pretty good job. I'll try to put you where the wind won't blow you over. And we'll put this on hyperspeed. And I'll get the rest of the garden all done. All right, sorry you got blown over. Darn it. And I was hoping I got a good video too. I just didn't look up to see the phone getting blown over. Oh, boy. everybody, I'm getting ready to head off to work. I'm sorry you didn't get to see me do the whole thing. I didn't realize my battery on my phone was so low and it went dead. But anyways, I think we did a pretty good job out there. I've got the sprinkler going because we got all those little sunflower starts I transplanted. And let's see, there's one of them way off there. Oops. There we go. They all need water. So we got the water going. We will check back tomorrow to see what we may have missed in our weeding. And we'll also check back tonight. But I've got to get to work, and I hope you all have a great and wonderful day today. Well, I got home tonight, and I had a package from my sister. It's got magnesium flakes, foot and body soak, ultra concentrated. Let's see, 1 cup in a gallon of warm water for a foot soak, 4 cups in a bathtub filled with water, soak 30 minutes. It's supposed to help. Let's see, it says, discover transformative power of our book, supply of pure magnesium flakes crafted from nature's finest magnesium chloride minerals. Our flakes offer unparalleled bioavailability in an ultra-concentrated, unadulterated formula. Experience profound sense of relaxation and enhanced skin hydration as these unscented flakes effortlessly dissolve in warm water, ideal for creating soothing soaks, refreshing sprays, nourishing oils, hydrating lotions, or exfoliating scrubs. Our magnesium flakes are free from fillers and additives, providing a pure and potent wellness benefits for everyday use. Okay, well, she also sent me this. She just sent me a message while I was at work and says she got me something that will help with my lower back pain. I believe that was what it said. Oh god, this is taped up really good. Now I gotta figure out how to open it. Yeah, somebody loves their packing tape. So I have no idea. This says it is says Balapet thick full. I guess that's supposed to be something neck and back support. Well, let's see if we can get this thing open. I'm gonna have to find something to. So this is going to take 2 hands, I think. They put a lot of packing tape on this, so let's see if I can get a. Yeah. Oh boy. Here. Gotta get you sitting somewhere where you can see what I'm doing. Yes, I've been working on dishcloths. It actually takes me 3 hours to make 1 dishcloth. So the fact that I only charge 20-something for a set of 3 means I'm practically giving them away. Not making anything really on them. That's 9 hours worth of work. That's 3 dishcloths. But I got to get more dishcloths made. Okay. Let's see what this is here. Well, we got that off. And, I bet it's a memory foam thing. It's one of these things that are going to go whoosh when you open it. Well, I'm cutting open the bag. The vacuum sealed bag. Oh yeah, there it goes. It just went poof. You see that? Oh. Well, I guess this is supposed to... Okay. I wonder if it's supposed to inflate more. But, I guess we'll have to wait and see. It's got suction cups on the back side of it. I don't know what the suction cups are for. Yeah. So I'm not sure what this thing is for and why it has suction cups. What are you supposed to do with it? Well, hopefully when she watches the video tomorrow, she can answer questions as to what I'm supposed to be doing with something that looks like a cushion or a... Huh. That's interesting. I wonder, is it supposed to go in your bathtub? You're supposed to use it in the bathtub? Oops. Here we go. Almost looks like it would fit in your bathtub and the suction cups would keep it from rolling around. Huh. That would make for a comfortable soak in the bathtub with a cushion. I've never heard of something like that before. So yeah, okay. Well, that's the gift. Magnesium flakes and a cushion with suction cups on it. That's the only thing, is I think it's meant to go on a hard surface, and the material feels like something you could use in the bathtub. I might have to try that just to see what happens. Anyways, would y'all like to go out and see the baby pumpkins out in my little greenhouse? Let's go check on them. Somebody else is getting dinner. Enjoying my fresh well, I mowed the lawn on Saturday. Spent a lot of time doing that. Saturday and Sunday got the lawn mowed. Look at that, I got herbs coming up. I'm not sure what's coming up, but something's coming up. I forgot what I planted in which one. I think this is the purple basil. But I'm not sure what's in some of these others, other than some of them are coming up with elm seeds. But look at my baby pumpkins. They look like they're perking up already. Trying to get them to stand up straight. Especially some of these that are falling down into the... It's like, no, 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 you need to stand up straight. Yeah. So, yeah, trying to get them to stand up straight here and not crowd. But I need to get them all into the... They need to go out into the pumpkin patch. They're big enough. They are big enough to go out into the pumpkin patch. They're getting really crowded in here. And I think I got enough to fill up that pumpkin patch. Just need to stop getting so windy out there. But tomatoes are all doing good. This one is starting to bloom. And since it's outside, it's probably going to get pollinated anyways. Ah, they're getting so huge. They gotta go in the. I gotta get them out in the raised beds. But yeah, everybody's doing good. My little tree needs to go on the ground, definitely. Everybody needs. They're all doing good. Little greenhouse, everybody's doing good. Yeah, we're all doing good here. I love the sound of the sprinklers going out in the fields. It's just very, very soothing. I find it soothing. I don't think we're going to get much of a sunset tonight. There's a big cloud over the horizon. I don't know what's with all these big clouds being over the horizon. Do need to turn on the water tonight. Get everything in here watered really good. You see the nasturtiums. Oh, look at this. I got one blooming. My first nasturtium blossom. Look at that. Oh, it's a beautiful orange. Look at that. My first nasturtium blossom. That is amazing. Well, everybody in here's doing good too. The 3 little starts are doing good. My potted ground cherries are doing good. They'd be happier if they weren't in the pot, but yeah, we're gonna get everybody watered tonight. Everybody's been surviving okay. Doing good. I don't see anything yet from the seed tape, so we'll see if we get any carrots this year, besides that one volunteer. But yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of redo. I'm gonna, instead of having that there, I'm gonna put the honey nut squashes there. Let them take over that bed. And then we can kind of get these a little more spaced out here. I'll erase that. We'll space these out just a little more here for the summer squashes. Oh boy. Bring that over and bring this one over just a little more. Give those guys just a little more. Yeah, that'll be so much better. Especially if I put the zucchini over here. They get big, so they'll need a little more room. So yeah, get the crookneck squash. Yeah, we'll get this figured out and make sure everybody's got plenty of room. I may have to get that little marigold and stick it over by the edge. But yeah, we'll get the water going on here tonight and get this done. This is what I mean about not really having much of a sunset tonight. Look at that. Sun's going down behind a big old cloud. The Big Butte is off somewhere in that direction. Yeah, there's the edge of the Lone Butte there. You can kind of see it. I'm out here, not by the road. Whoops. I'm out here. Not up there by the road. Yeah. The sun will actually set right about in the center of your screen, just to the north of the Big Butte. And that looks like heavy cloud cover. So this is our sunset tonight, as it's gone behind the clouds. Look at that, just glowing. Beautiful. Somebody's getting some rain somewhere. Looks like it's probably out in Arco. But not here. However, the sugar beets are doing good. I'll take you out to the field here. See? I'm going to show you. These are what sugar beet plants look like. Here's one right here by itself. See, that's a sugar beet. And there's a whole row of sugar beets. And look at that. They're coming up amongst the weeds. They'll take over and choke out the weeds eventually. But yeah, those are the sugar beets. They're going to get really tall. If you look out there, when you look down the row, you can see how it just really looks so green. Yeah, you can now it doesn't look so weedy. So most of what's coming up isn't grass. This is from the grain that was grown last year. You know, we still have some grain in the soil. They do try to get it to sprout early, and then they plow, and then they seed. But yeah, yep, the sugar beets are coming up. And you see all the little baby beets. Okay. It's a beautiful evening though. I love the sound of the sprinklers. They're just very soothing. It was a little scary last year when middle of the summer and they had to shut off all their sprinklers and everything, and it was just like, ah! It was so hot last year. And it took a bit of negotiation with the folks, the water master down in Twin Falls, before the farmers were allowed to turn their sprinklers back on. Oh, that reminds me, I need to turn off the sprinklers out here. I turned it on to make sure the raspberries and the sunflower seeds and got good watered, and get the pumpkin patch nice and wet. Got to keep the soil damp so that when I do go and get them planted, it'll be a nice damp soil. Okay, I'm not wearing shoes and my feet are going to get soaked. But yeah. Oh, looks pretty good. All the weeds are still nice and green, and because they've been kept watered all day. But they should dry out. Let's see how our transplanted starts did. They were already starting to droop when I left. Ooh, the trees got watered, but everybody needs a little rain. Oh, I wonder what I dug up that's gotten washed off. Looks like an old bottle cap. Plastic bottle cap. Okay, I think our transplanted sunflowers are going to look okay. They're not drooping anymore. They got a good watering. It's been nice and cool today. I know it still looks pretty green out there, but believe me, these weeds are literally just laying on the surface of the soil. And over the next few days, it should all die and dry up. But everything's nice and wet. Everything got well soaked. Even the seeds in the ground got well soaked. So, yeah. Yeah, the ones I transplanted, I tried to transplant them along the drip line from the, you can see that where it's right next to the drip line where the water drips off the fence. So they get lots and lots of good water. So hopefully they will do well. Anyways, I've been out here chattering at you for the last 12 minutes. Going on 13 minutes. I need to, guess I should close out my video and go in the house, get this thing put together so you can be watching it tomorrow morning. Thursday morning. You'll be watching this video Thursday morning. Right now, while it's nice and got good weather, I'm trying to get out every day and do a little video because come winter time, there's just not much to video. And I have a hard time thinking of things I can video. But anyways, I will talk to y'all in the next video. God bless, and y'all have a great and wonderful evening.